No, it's just off the shoulder of Sanchez, didn't really get a clean connection. It's a good chance.
We are. Ozil tried to break and it didn't come off, and it's Okazaki and the flag's up. Wouldn't have counted anyway.
The first time really Leicester have sprung into action. Just before this they got a good ball into the box. And he's level there, Okazaki, isn't he? He's a little bit unlucky. It's a nice floated ball into him. Misses it in the end anyway, but timed his run well there.
Leicester certainly don't hang around with the taking of the free kicks, but that one hasn't worked to their benefit. And the break's on here, and Schmeichel's come. And in the end, that was an excellent decision by the goalkeeper, who for a moment there looked like he might get second best. Flipped in towards Jamie Vardy! And that's a magnificent save from Czech, not only to keep it out, but also to bring it in.
Well, it's quite fantastic, isn't it? Again, all Brighton beautifully floated in towards Vardy, and he heads it down. How quickly does Czech?
Giroud, Oxlade-Chamberlain pulls it back, and Sanchez with a shot. Another great block.
That's a captain's intervention, this one. They look dangerous, Arsenal down the right-hand side, through Oxlade-Chamberlain particularly. And Wes Morgan making sure he gets anything in the way.
His elbow was drawn into his body before it struck it, to go behind for this Arsenal corner. Oxlade-Chamberlain takes. Giroud got under the ball.
But again, it's a chance. They look quite dangerous, actually, Arsenal. So often from corners, things peter out with the Gunners, but today they've looked a threat. And you think of that early Sanchez header. Giroud getting up above. Huth, not a clear header, not a clear chance for him.
On 5 without a... Ozil playing one in towards Giroud. The flag was up, it's gone up. He's offside. Giroud can't believe it.
Well, we've had some close calls already in this match. Ozil for a change, given a bit of time to lift his head. And it's a good call from the linesman. It's a good header as well, actually. Good improvisation, but when he looks back on that later.
Drinkwater, who sees Conte in some space. Oh! Clawed away by Czech.
I'm not sure whether it was actually going to curl it. I'm not sure either whether this is a shot. I think he's just trying to help it into the area, but it curls so much that it causes a problem for Petr Cech.
Curling in at such a rate. Supporters.
I can't believe he hasn't actually given one there.
Well, Conte realised he had to get to that, and did. It's Vardy.
Ooh.
Oh, he's gone down in the air. It's a penalty. Martin Atkinson points to the spot. And it's a yellow card for Laurent Koscielny for the earlier challenge. But Leicester, who've missed their last 2 penalties, have one here.
Well, he overrun it there, you know. His touch was a little heavy, and in the end he's kind of run into the leg of Monreal. He doesn't catch him on the initial one, but then he runs into it. Is it a foul, or is it a clever move from Jamie Vardy? Almost as if he brings his left leg onto the right one of Monreal. Whatever you think, it's a penalty. It's a great chance for Leicester just before half-time.
Well, after Riyad Mahrez's misses, the penalty-taking duties pass back to Jamie Vardy, the man who's been so lethal all season long for Leicester City. Vardy scores! And Leicester, who may have been the underdogs in this title race, are taking a vice-like grip on it now. Monreal shakes his head, still concerned at the decision to give the penalty in the first place. Vardy doesn't care, he scored from the spot.
Well, if in doubt, put your boot through it. He approached that so confidently, Jamie Vardy, and why wouldn't you when you've already scored 8?
They've already beaten Manchester City and they're halfway towards beating Arsenal. Sanchez. Little touch back towards Giroud, and Arsenal's there, and it's come back to Aaron Ramsey, and it's wide.
Well, it's a bright start for Arsenal, isn't it? But it's a fantastic challenge there from Danny Drinkwater to block the shot, and in the end, the second one, he's just dragged a little. He doesn't catch it cleanly. Aaron Ramsey just dragging it. But they need a positive, quick start. This Arsenal team, again, they're feeling they're not getting the rubber. Big hoof upfield.
Mahrez. Taking the ball on again, he's tripped again, and this time the referee ignores it. And Riyad Mahrez can't believe it, clearly feeling here that Leicester should have had a second penalty.
Well, he completely did Monreal there, didn't he? Completely flummoxed the left back. Goes one way and then shimmies the other. Difficult to tell from that angle, but there was the knee. And when he felt the knee contact, he went down.
Prodded wide by Ramsey for Monreal. Giroud!
They've done ever so well just to drift behind Christian Fuchs here. And it's a really good cross in from Monreal. The jump of Fuchs maybe just did enough to unsight the centre forward. They're getting into the positions. I mentioned.
Giroud holding off Danny Simpson. Simpson pulling back at him. Free kick and Simpson's in trouble. It's a second yellow card. He's gone. Leicester down to 10 men.
Well, what a soft way if you're Danny Simpson to get sent off. He's been flying into challenges all match, but having been booked just minutes before, he's put his team bang in trouble here. A little pullback, just holding on to the arm. It's not advisable when you're on a yellow card. He says he had his shirt pulled.
He was measuring the shot. Oxlade-Chamberlain deflects across, and Sanchez was onto it.
That's another one. There's a challenge come in, but he's not been able to strike it cleanly. We had that earlier one in the first half when Wes Morgan blocked it. They don't have to go at this like a bull at the gate, Arsenal. There's plenty of time left, a good half an hour.
Claudio Ranieri using his bench again. Shinji Okazaki, the player to be taken off. And Damari Gray coming on for the half hour that remains.
It's an interesting one.
Leicester 2 are, Arsenal 2 are going to use their bench. And Francis Coquelin is coming off, and Theo Walcott will try and add that extra spark to bring Arsenal back into the game.
It's an early move for Arsene Wenger. Quite often he waits until the...
Conte trying to set Jamie Vardy away, and he takes it early. Here's Ramsey. It's Bellerin's cross. Giroud with the touch. Walcott! It's taken the substitute to break down the Leicester barrier, and Arsenal are level.
Well, it's a glorious little knockdown from Olivier Giroud, it really is. He set up one last week at Bournemouth, but this is bigger. He really just put it on a plate for Walcott. I talked about composure, cool heads at vital moments. chance, and the substitute shows one here. He really does. Schmeichel comes out of him at some pace, but he keeps his head down, he keeps his knee over the ball. It's a good finish, and it might feel like a long 20 minutes now for Leicester City.
Oxlade-Chamberlain, Monreal, Sanchez swings it in, Giroud goes for the spectacular, and Ramsey with the effort that's wide.
Well, Giroud appealing for handball, but again it's in vain on Robert Huth. He's right on top of him. You're never going to get it when you're standing right on top of him. Knew nothing about it. It's a good effort actually from Olivier Giroud. Got plenty behind it.
Fourth minute here. But Arsenal are going to keep going, and here's Alexis Sanchez!
Oh, he's had a few opportunities today. He's normally so clinical, Alexis Sanchez, but that's a wild one. Getting plenty of the ball on.
Very little to feed off at the moment. Drinkwater looking for him. He'll have to do it on his own though, Jamie Vardy, fall back with him. And in the end he looks back to Conte. He did well in the circumstances, as did he.
Yeah, he did ever so well just to hold it up, Jamie Vardy. He thought about a shot and thought better, too wide. All came about with Mertesacker pushing on, trying to nick the ball and failing to do that.
Picks out Theo Walcott. Sanchez misses his kick, it still gets past Morgan, and Schmeichel there ahead of Ozil.
Well, he's just timing's out today for some reason. He can't seem to get a clean strike on the ball. He's had enough opportunities. Again, just a bit snatchy from Sanchez. Unlike him.
Oxlade-Chamberlain. Monreal. It's Ramsey looking to curl one.
Certainly a more controlled strike from an Arsenal player there.
And Mertesacker got the header. Sanchez. Ramsey. Ozil looks to provide. Mertesacker! He's guided it wide.
Well, he was very deliberate, wasn't he, with the header, just trying to guide it into that far corner, that near corner as it is for him. He's not far out, but how costly might that miss be?
Walcott. Back in by Monreal. Giroud with the header down. Welbeck!
Well, again, it's Wes Morgan gets the vital touch. What a chance for Danny Welbeck to make himself a hero here. Giroud again with the intelligent nod down.
Cross by Monreal. Here's an opening for Giroud. What a save! Kasper Schmeichel has come up with so many big saves in this campaign, and that is just added.
Just from the keeper. Gets plenty behind it, Giroud. What a stop, what a right hand that is from Kasper Schmeichel. Brilliant. Giroud thinks he scored. Now is the moment for Arsenal.
Welbeck! Can you believe it? And now or never moment for Arsenal, and the man who's been absent for the whole of this season until now has come up with the big moment.
Well, will that be the goal Arsenal look back on in May as the one that turned the corner, the one that propelled them on to title glory. The ball from Mesut Ozil was spot on. No surprise there. But when you've been out as long as that